strong agent. He can get so much information, and again, just from his knife suppression showing if there is a stack of members on any given site.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Issa on Jet as well. Issa can flex basically any role, any agent. Again, I don't know if we've seen Issa on Jet. I may be crazy, but it's going to be really fun to watch Issa, especially when that storm comes out. But the KO Knight does see Sky in window, in mid. And they're just pushing up towards garage, nice and slowly, taking their time, making sure they're going to get some info. The flash is, or the fault line rather, is getting ready to go. Holding off on a little bit of shots taken in C long. And they're going to rotate over. They know now. They're rotating through garage. The shock dart going out. I don't know if it's taking any damage at all. Flash going out. Auntie gets a 2. Couple trades back. It's now a 2v4. Another one going down. Casual Cyan looking very strong. That is 4 members still alive, and they win round 1.
And holy, look at how quick Casual Cyan was to rotate. Essentially, almost completely abandoning A site and playing more so 2 on B, and they had 3 members on C before they even pushed out. What a I don't know if it was luck, if it was instinct, but they did the right play and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Really nice from Casual Cyan for their first round. That rotate over was great. And a push up by Issa into W. Oh, he does see Sam. Just sees his shoulder, but no shots fired. Nothing has changed. Fastly going up. Coming in here against Flash. Oh, my Nair! Ryan gets the kill. That's a Spectre versus Classic, baby. Issa getting one as well. This is what we expect from the second round. Ruby gets one back. It's now a 2v4.
Last player standing.
Watching this with Headhunter, and that is now a 1v4.
And saving this many guns to bring over into their presumed bonus round unless Sam pulls something crazy, which we have seen.
We've seen it. I mean, last time it was a 1v3, but this is a 1v4. Also, Sam on the chamber. I don't know if have we seen Sam on the chamber. This is exciting. We got some great picks here for this map too. And he is looking through window. Maybe he can get something. Trying to mess with their eco. He does. Oh my gosh, he misses everything. Swass takes him out, and that is round 2 going to Casual Cyan. Again, that is what we expect in the second round. Let's see if Casual Cyan can do what Lucky Cat Gaming did twice last game and win the bonus.
Yeah, and such a better start already as you're seeing 4 surviving members to bring just the little bit of extra firepower, because ideally you don't want to be spending any money at all in your bonus round because you want to save and just have the extra economy to buy rifles and have an even matchup. The objective of this bonus round is to take out, you know, 2 is ideal, 3 would be great, to try and just disrupt the economy of Lucky Cat so that they can't continually buy rifles into the later into the latter part of this half.
Absolutely, if they can do that, they're in a good spot. But like I said, 2 bonuses were won in the last game, so it does look like we might have to pull up a tech pause here. Ryan might be having some trouble.
Didn't look like he was having trouble last round.
He certainly wasn't having trouble last game, so but he did call Zach up. But I'm not sure if we're going into the game. We're good. We're good. No tech pause needed. Ryan doesn't pause for no one. Doesn't need it.
And we didn't really touch on Nero on somewhat of a signature Astra. The only player that I've seen playing Astra since her pretty hard nerf has been Nero, whipping it out this game and can be so strong on such a large map like Haven to have that long range utility.
Yeah, and he played Nero played on split with great effect. So I believe he'll do the same here, but they are pushing through a short and a long button. It's a fake. This guy trying to get some information, and he does. They're gonna hard rotate over through T spawn here and up through garage. Maybe gonna look C long as well. Taking their time. Roman smoke goes out into garage window. Getting a little bit of defense there.
And look at Haas, like they essentially left C alone as they did in round 1 with A. This is a free take here. They had the Astro utility available, but nothing coming out as you know, penalty-free, Lucky Cat is taking the site, and they're going to have to play a retake soon.
Chris had 3 health there. No need to hit the head on with that. But Issa gets Dane. Once he gets another one. Trying to stop the push. Sam gets 4! Sam is waking up, folks! And LCG win the bonus.
That is good. It was mandatory, and as I mentioned at the start, I believe 3 members of Lucky Cat falling on Cyan's bonus, which I said is a great position for them. That is essentially the objective if you're looking reasonably into the round, and this is still not a bad position for Casual Cyan to be in.
Like, just shy of winning the bonus. This is about the best they could have asked for, other than maybe one more kill. But
because look at Casual Cyan now forcing they can only buy 2 Spectres on 2 of their members. I believe it was Sam was one of them, and it was Chris.
Right. Entry on Neon. Chris going in fast. Absolutely. They don't know that Brian was in the back of the lead. Just hanging out. And the stun misses as well. Fancy footwork going on here. In the back, he gets 1. Can he get more? The plant is going down.
Planted.
He's just trying to... He gets another one! Never mind, just trying to stay alive. No, he's gonna get some kills. Another one, Hansi with the 3K. Dane gets 2 back though. It's now a 2v3. Dane sees him coming to the field. And they just rush him, and that is it. That is round 3 going towards Casual Cyan.
Exactly what you want to see, and again, circling back to that bonus, honestly, the reason why that round was decided there is Dane was stuck with a Spectre in his hands in Garage. There's no rifle for him to have a gunfight, and you can see he couldn't do anything at the end there. Yeah. All right, we are going to have a tech timeout here, unfortunately. Looks like some issues with Ryan's computer. I'm not sure what ETA is here.
Really nice replay there. On really stepping up there in that last round. It was interesting, Rylan, because they knew he was back there, but he just kept on running by, not expecting that he would peek. He just kept peeking and getting headshots.
Yeah, maybe a bit of miscommunication as well, because, like as you said, they had the pick. They should have known exactly where he was, and instead of swinging the angle or looking for a trade, they just kind of walked up and looked for a plant, and it, dropped 2 more members of their team.
Yeah, but that puts Lucky Cat Gaming in a bit of a tough spot here, as far as eco is concerned. Well, we'll see as the as we get ready here. I don't know where the timeout is at. If we could get this screen up, that would be great. Very helpful for us. To see what's going on. I think just
some issues with something going on with Ryan's computer, but again, we don't really know the details at all.
Yeah, he may still be having some trouble. So Zach is gonna take care of things here. Zach Rakuno, an absolute prince. King.
Yeah. Yeah, huge shout out to Zach, everybody on the production side of things. Dylan, I know you're back there. If you give us a wave.
Hey, there he is.
Heck yes. But yeah, huge shout out to everybody that can make this happen. And again, be sure to check out the vendors in between the matches, because they have some really cool stuff. I already purchased a few art pieces myself.
Now, Casual Cyan getting it to 2-2 now. And showing this is obviously... But that's the thing about these 2 teams, is that it's anybody's game rather, at any point, really.
I'm very impressed by, how reset you can see Casual Cyan is. They clearly are not looking back to last game at all, because that's not something they want to repeat, and it just shows how incredibly high caliber these teams are, that they can just press on, move forward, and they're just focusing on how they can change things to win right now. And it's working.
Yeah,
looks like we got the thumbs up from Rakuno.
Okay, let's go. But you and I on the break were talking with each other about mental game, right? That these players are not used to playing in front of such an incredible audience, and they have that adrenaline push, that adrenaline rush. It puts you to, either it's going to make you fly and soar, or it's going to push you.
Want to play? Let's play.
It was all LCG.
Might have to talk about this later.
Yeah. Everyone's, yes,
We're
that's
all
a
good,
thumbs up.
guys.
Let's go. Let's hear some noise. All right, we're going into round 6 here. Casual Cyan is up 4-1. R in the chat, when ready, boys. Let's get ours in the chat. And we will get this game online.
Here.
So we'll see. Will they do this A push that we were looking for? It looks like they are stacking A. Just sitting in garden, biding their time, just letting some of that utility come out. The flash goes out so they know that they're here. But Issa did not get hit, and Swats gets a pick on Chris. Again, Chris just running in and getting a Swats to the face. Hansi trying to find some information here with the Owl drone is finding nothing. There's the fault line. Does hit Issa, but they're not really pushing that hard after the fault line.
And look at Casual Cyan's position right now. They have left B open. Only one member, only Hansi holding on here on C. They're anticipating this A push. The secret move is expected because we haven't seen Rolling Thunder yet.
And look at them. They've told us a bunch of stuff A, but then they're rotating back over. It's now a 4v4. The KO ult was used. Is that what you were going to point out there?
As soon and Issa, Ryan picking off there, the KO ult was used, which I think is exactly what we said. It stopped the push as soon as the Twin Seekers came out from Wavy. It was instantly reacted by Null and Void by Ryan, and that completely stopped the push. We're looking at a 4v2 now, finally going to look onto C, and it is open.
This is also has his ultimate ready, so this could be a quick plan. Is coming down, like I said, if he stops the plan. He gets a kill with it. The spike is down on C, and that is another round for Casual Cyan, showing why they are the perennial favorites of the Canadian Esports Championship Series.
Now what a crazy round, just so well played. Again, Ryan on KO doing exactly as I expected to stop the push, and then look at that with Hunter's Fury coming out, anticipating that they are probably going to plant default or play for long angle, for the C-long angle, and Hunter's Fury placed beautifully and just not enough time to plant after taking one member out. Yeah,
that's tough there, right? Because you want to plant it so you can go back in C-long and cover the post-plant play, the retake, but they know you're going to plant there. So yeah, the Hunter's Fury used so incredibly well by Hansi. Oh, I think we all thought that maybe that was, they were going to walk around the corner there, but a couple extra walls. Issa is waiting in window. Flash is going to come out. Oh, goodbye. Flash does get them. Oh, and we're still here. The aftershock. They thought that Nair was there, and he was, but no damage done. Look at Sam.
Look at this lineup right now. So much potential.
Just waiting. Look at Ryan. Look at Ryan coming around. He's just waiting. He's watching that entrance in towards garage there. They are pushing into A now. The flash going out, and it's going to be a hard push up through short.
And look at the angle Nero's holding.
Chris gets Nero. Chris is on the board. Swats is waiting up top of the tour de force. Issa has the Blade Storm out. Look out! Nair and Swats getting some as well. It's now a 2v4. What can he do? He has to take it down. Dane gets one with the frenzy of all weapons. It's now a 1v2. What can he do? Heavy gets a couple. He gets a dig, but Nair gets it. Did their best. That is another one towards Casual Cyan. Lucky Cat Gaming, they're living on a prayer here. They need something to get that momentum back.
And you know, it was a save round from Lucky Cat, and they did end up getting the plant off, taking down 3 members of Casual Cyan. So their objective for that round was essentially fulfilled. But look at the hole they're in that they need to dig out of now. I think it's 6-1, and a complete opposite of what we saw last game.
Complete opposite. on the opposite team's map. Casual Cyan picked the first map. They got basically wiped, and now this is LCG's map, and they're getting wiped. So, I mean, there's still a lot of Valorant to play here, but CECS are just like trying to get a wall bang there in mid-window, but finds nothing. And it looks like they are going to pick up C long, but Swass is waiting. Does Swass have the tour to force available? It does not. So this Astra smoke comes down. Dog's going out. He does see, but Swass gets a kill! So aggressive. Here's the dog. He gets another one through the smoke. What is going on? Casual Cyan, they're awake. They are ready to go. Wow, what a... Isa getting another one.
What an incredibly, like, look at the picks. That's the second game in a row. We just see random headshots through the smoke both times on the side of Casual Cyan. Hansi takes down Wavy. Dane does get the trade, but now he's in a 1v4 scenario. He does have spike, but you can even see Wavy is still hovering around B on the off chance he can get a rotation.
He gets one more. Trying to hurt their ego a little bit, but Rylan, that Rolling Thunder has been up for 2 full rounds and has just not been able to be used.
Every round we've seen Lucky Cat take a slow approach to try and gather information, maybe default a little bit for an early pick. It's clearly not working. They really do need to use that Rolling Thunder as they've had it up for so many rounds now, and just hard push a site because something needs to change.
A is just not working, and C is a hard place to use Rolling Thunder because Rolling Thunder's range is not very long. So you have to run up all the way up C long if you're not going to go garage and use it there, right? So C is difficult to use, and they just got stuck back in C long. And just could not use it, right? It looks like there is a timeout coming out. I assume it's for Lucky Cat Gaming.
Tactical timeout, not a tech timeout.
Not
this
tech.
time.
It's a tactical. This
timeout should have been earlier.
2 rounds ago, maybe?
But I mean, to be fair with the tech timeout, it was kind of a free momentum stopper there.
That's
but
true.
Clearly it wasn't a momentum stopper enough. The timeout, I think, is a very good call here.
Yeah.
If you look at it right now, we have round 8. 5 rounds left in the half. 4 rounds left in the half.
4 rounds left in the half. Yeah.
So even like an ideal scenario here, if you're looking at your position now, 8-4 is probably the goal for Lucky Cat. But they do need to change something because they have to know that what they're doing, playing these rounds slow, is not working.
Yeah. And they are aggressively pushing up here. Swass. Oh, Panera gets taken out. That's huge because Ryan is being so strong. Swass getting one back. That's a trade. It's now a 4v4. Swass is taking some damage.
We'll see if maybe finally the short that comes out. But you know, as he said, they're hovering around C. They have to get all the way up C long.
Oh! Sam, hello, with the headhunter through C long.
Fast, they get into a free take on the site, but Swass is there to instantly take down Chris.
Chris is taking E-Cell with the op from C. Very scary, just barely misses it. It's a 3v3. The plant has come down. This is what they needed. It looks like the Rolling Thunder was used. I didn't see it used, but Flash is going out.
If we look here, they are staying on site, so it is going to be a true gunfight in terms of retaking. Nobody is really playing along.
Hero getting a kill. Coming up on top. He's going to no-scope someone. Please say yes. No, he does not quite get it. And that is another round. Swass with the 4K. Lucky Cat Gaming. That was a save round for Lucky Cat Gaming. I was going to say they can't do anything. That was a save round. That timeout was probably prepping them for the rifle round now.
Yeah, let's hope so. You know, they did end up using the Rolling Thunder to clear the site. They got the plant off for the extra 300 credits for their team. It looks like it was going their way, especially getting those few entry frags to pick up the Vandals that they ended up using the last on the gunfights. But it's just not enough. And we look at just how much money you see on the side. Casual Cyan. Swass is maxing out next round.
They are rolling.
Buying, and I think he might have bought an extra operator because he was originally at 8,000.
I mean, and a kill from Isa with the just shutting down this April. Can't get anything done. And April, you know, this back there. Oh, and he's rendezvous away. long. Wavy getting a kill on Issa. That's a huge kill right there. They are going to get the plant down. Are they going to get it? They're trading it back and forth. It's now a 3v3. For one, he can't get the spray transfer. He cannot get the spike down. The spike is now down on A. Ryan gets 2. It's now Wavy versus the world, and he cannot get it. It's now 9-1 for Casual Cyan. Let's go, says Ryan.
And that was the rifle round that we were expecting to see, the kind of the last chance for this half for Lucky Cat to get a few rounds. But now there's no way they can buy again. This is going to be 10-1 going into the last round of the map.
This is a deep, deep hole to build themselves back out of. Trying to get Sam hyped up to maybe get another ace in this round. That's what they need. They need that momentum so badly, Rylan.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the timeout didn't work. The tech timeout didn't give them enough time. Oh no.
Looks like Swass is maybe having some issues here as well, so we're on a bit of break. What a crazy game so far. Again, really interesting to see, like you said, this flip-flop back and forth. But maybe, you know what, let's talk about Phoenix a little bit. Let's give Phoenix a little bit of love.
We can talk about Phoenix now, guys. We're so sorry, but it looks like there is another tech pause here, an issue with one of the monitors. It is our first time well, first time ever for CECS, but the first time since 2019 that we've been anywhere in person.
Yeah.
So we got to iron out the kinks. There's always going to be a few issues. We are live. Yeah. Mistakes happen. Yeah. Yes, let's talk about Phoenix. I had the pleasure of seeing an incoming buff to our beloved agent yesterday. Funny enough, from TikTok.
Okay. Isn't that where Gen Z gets all of their information from?
Exactly. A few of the highlights we're looking at, it's very technical things that you didn't. It's something that if I think of Phoenix, like, it was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's actually really that's really neat. They are essentially on his flame wall. I don't know the actual names of the abilities.
Yeah, sure.
They are reducing the time it takes for him to pull out his gun after he throws up his wall. Significant. Okay. It is a very big difference we see there.
Yeah.
They're also reducing the amount of time before his flash actually flashes. Okay. So I think it's the same distance traveled, but it is faster and more difficult to dodge. Yeah. Lots of potential there. The third one regarding around his ultimate. If he starts his ultimate with full shields in his current state right now, and he gets killed, he returns with no shields. But they changed it so he returns with whatever shields he had when he initially started. We're getting underway. Huge. We can go over it later again. We maybe talked about it on the Encore Analyst Desk. But we're finally back again.
LCG is up 1 kill here right now. It's a 4v3. The tour de force is ready. Sam is ready and waiting. Look at this angle that he's holding, watching that flank potentially coming in from A long. Nair's secret stop.
Somebody needs to check that after the game. I'm suspicious right now with this performance. Let's look at again, just very slow offensive gameplay coming from Lucky Cat. They do have the player advantage right now. You would think they could look for a push here if they have the numbers advantage.
You think they would? They're pushing C again. It just cover going on.
This I can see because as we mentioned, tour de force is up, so the long angle, especially with chamber, very good.
Bronzy gets one though. The spike is down. Bronzy gets flashed, but it's capital Wavy. Shot in the face. Dane getting the trade. Now it's a 2v2. But Sam,
I don't think Sam knows that he's being flanked.
The timing. Oh, right in the side of the head.
Remaining.
And now it's a 1v1. What can he do? Nero clutching up. Nero with the impact flag. 10-1 for Casual Cyan.
In the half.
Absolute timing there from Sam. As we saw, look at how slow it is. We've been seeing all game. Casual Cyan is not preemptively rotating and hanging on to their anchor on site so that in case they do a last push somewhere else. And in this case, it just worked out perfectly to see Nero come up behind Sam when he had no idea. He thought he was going to be the one on the flank.
That's right. Not expecting the CT rotation. Probably should have been expecting them to be coming from CT, though, to be honest. Yep. But doesn't expect it, and that's not the way that the story goes. So it's 10-1. This is the last round for the half.
And C-Long again. We were talking about C-Long last round and having to force
Shot
a bit more long range. But we saw Sam flanking around instead of holding long, and look what's happening. The same thing is happening that has been going on all game.
Hunter's Fury coming out, going C-Long. Can he find one? He's got one more? No, he finds nothing. But it just holds off the push. Ryan gets a wall bang on Dane, and Hansi with the 3K cleans it up. That's the half. Ryland, Lucky Cat Gaming looks pretty down on their luck.
Yeah, not very lucky this game, that is for sure. This is I didn't expect this to be so one-sided after what we saw in game 1. No, or one-sided towards Casual Cyan. They have woken up.
Yeah.
And the same thing is going to happen next map. We need to now look at Lucky Cat to see if they can reset as well as Casual Cyan did, because it is anyone's game. It is very much so looking like it is going to be a 1-1 series.
Yeah, and last time we were on Icebox, it was a very, very close game. So whatever happens, Icebox is going to be a banger of a map. But this is, like you said, like we're 2 rounds away basically from a potential end to this game.
And map number 4 is going to be Fracture as well. So we're going to have 2 very fun games coming out of that.
Issa with a frenzy kill, Twist getting a couple back, but Nero trades him. It's now a 3v3.
Yeah, and Chris finally doing it well. You would think it would have been more explosive to see Neon on offense as very much.
Look at this timing. Look at this Sam coming around. Oh, but they are watching it. He gets one. Sam gets Hansi. Sam says, "I'm on defense now, Hansi. Sit down." He's ready to rendezvous out, but they are stuck here. They're getting sandwiched.
Yeah, but you look, there's no members of Lucky Cat that's even pushing up to sandwich them. It just looks like Sam's getting pushed by himself right now by 2 members of Lucky Cat, or of Cyan.
So close. Yeah, he's the one who's... He gets one, he's gonna get another one. Nero, no, takes him out, so now it's a 1v2. What can Nero do? He got that impact frags.
You see here, 2v1 scenario, finally a positive look on a round for Lucky Cat when it hasn't really been that all game. They've been playing defensive on offense, and now they finally get the chance to settle into that role. As they didn't want to change it up, it's not on them to push anymore. But we see here, they are leaving C alone. They decide to play together, I guess, to try and swing and get the trade kill. But that means they're going to have to retake the site, and they're going to have no idea where Nero is and what utility he has.
He has a lot available, so he's going to be able to do quite a bit to hold them off here and maybe buy himself enough time. What's interesting is that Lucky Cat Gaming didn't help Sam. They knew that they only had 2 people left alive in CT, or sorry, in T spawn there, and they didn't come at Sam's got this, and he did well, but now this puts Nero in a position to maybe stop this compared to rushing on second.
And not being able to defuse, again, the Astro utility is showing itself there. So are they going to try and stick it here? It looks like it is halfway.
Can Nero do it?
He's got to go fast.
He pulls off. He gets the one! A clutch for round 13 going to Casual Cyan!
Wow. I don't know what the right play was there. I think he needed to try and hold out the defuse there, especially after having Dane fall like that. It was almost 3/4. I think he could have held the defuse.
I think so too.
And especially with the smoke for cover as well, that was not 4K.
A misplay from Jello.
A misplay from Jello, but we are not looking over Nero with a 4K clutch. And it is match point now.
They are still coming to play here. They are getting... Wow, that's a fast plant. I mean, he pushed the beat on. Dane gets Hansi. He's trying to hide in the corner. Dane getting one, Chris getting one. Nero getting back. Now it's 3v1. And Nero gets taken out. And finally, Lucky Cat Gaming showing some light.
Exactly what they needed. Obviously, they needed to force because it is match point. It's match point for the rest of the game. And this is going to disrupt the economy of Casual Cyan, but they are going to have to do this repeatedly for the next 9 rounds to push this to overtime. So it is going to be nearly flawless gameplay coming out here.
It's like I said, a very, very deep hole. They basically dug down to China and have to build themselves back up to Canada to find themselves back in this game.
It's aggressive play from Chris. Did he see Issa push into short, or did he look away?
No idea. Oh, the flash coming out. Oh, he's coming around. Wavy gets the kill. Chris can win as well. Chris is starting to wake up. The Owl drone does see him though, so he's going to back off.
Location revealed, but
5v3.
Look at the early picks and no trading coming through. And now, as you said, 5v3, and this is the position where they're allowed to sit back. We still have Jello kind of sitting back and making sure that no shenanigans go on. But you can see the spike. Nero is going towards C, and they don't have anybody on the site right now.
And Chris has the overdrive rather. We were talking about overtime earlier, available. And Hansi pushing up through Garage. And this looks like a free C site, but they don't care. They're going to let them take it and play the retake. Nero's just waiting, not putting it down quite yet. The retake going out. Doesn't find anything. Sam gets a pick on Swass. It's now a 5v2.
If they can get through this round, a flawless victory would be the best scenario. Obviously, as it always is. But it is a 2v5 right now. It's going to be very difficult to go around. Nero, the one that we saw clutch in the pistol, and no, he cannot.
Jello getting two to finish it off there. But here's the thing, Birdman. This is another round for Lucky Cat Gaming, but Worlds Divide is available in this next round. Casual Cyan can get on a site and get a plant down. That's going to make it very, very difficult to play the retake for Lucky Cat Gaming on this next round.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, like a flawless round coming out there, the only agent that took damage was Wavy on that round. This is exactly what you want to see. You finally get to see the rifles coming out, and not even the first. Like look at the position Casual Cyan is in right now. Issa, the duelist of the team on the bottom of the leaderboard, forced to buy light armor because they need to try and match the gunpowder to try and push this game onto the next map.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Casual Cyan really they win the game. I was gonna say they win it for eco, but they are trying a C push quite much of the time. And Sam is coming, or Swass rather, is coming through the garage. Wavy is waiting. And oh no, that was the dog. Sorry. He knows he's there. He's gonna try to get the wall bang. Gets the one damage. No, Chris comes around the corner. He tries to rendezvous out.
What a save by Chris there.
Absolutely.
Swing.
It's now a 5v4 for Lucky Cat Gaming. Again, I know they're just defaulting. They're just playing back. They need to get on site and get that plant down and get that Worlds Divide in if they want to win this round and therefore the map.
Yeah, absolutely. And look how more members of Lucky Cat on C is it looked like they might have started to push out. We see Issa, the smoke's going to go down soon and be exposed to what is going to be Chris for an aim battle. Not quite is using
30 seconds
the smoke
left
to get out.
Really well placed shots from Neon there, but Issa sees it coming and gets out.
They found my trap.
Sam? No, Hansi comes around the corner. This is going to be a push A now.
And 13 seconds left.
Though.
They have to commit to this. Who has the spike? It looks like it's going to be Nero planting. And they have a retake option here. It is a 4v4. This could decide the game.
Look at Ryan waiting in A. He's going to come out. Something done. Nero gets a kill on map. He gets two. Issa gets one as well. Ryan's got to come in from behind and do something. Chris has the overdrive over, but that's it. It's 13-3. That's map 2 going over to Casual Cyan.